time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, run. 15 line.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54, right there. Right
Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Match box right.
Now Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going with Lindsay. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Kai Forbath. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Smooth.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Yo.
Locke now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor? I
think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, here we go. Wide angle. Here we go. 46, 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's Elliott, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
47.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
45's the mic, 45's the mic.
I got you, I got you.
36, 36.
Here we go. 47.
Short.
26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
45. Mike, 45. Here I come.
We're going to 53. Hey, kill. Off. 26.
First down, Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, kill. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is all the way up past the 25. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Strip that ball. Mike's by 4.
Go.
Sweetheart. Right there. 54, right?
Yes.
I'm coming after you.
Snap.
Block gonna throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, Week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
From the 31, Prescott, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Go, get out there, 45 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 45. We're going to 54. Why here? Hot seven. Here we go, going to 54. Go to 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
97's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, we're going to 54. Why here? That's it. Hatch it.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
At their 48-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go. First down, Denver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and 11 now. Prescott, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Here we go, 46.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Let's run it,
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. Room here to run. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 70 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on second and 8. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Hey. Five.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you, son.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And this is incomplete. A surprise.